Well, you know, life is expensive, which is why it's helpful to have a good mortgage company on your side. Country Club Mortgage is a pros who know partner and sponsor of our Monday Mortgage Tips. And today, they're here to talk about what sets their company apart. So please help me welcome Country Club Manager, Mortgage Manager, and Loan Officer Jim Kimbrough and Loan Officer Linda Holman. Thank you both for being here. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday.
So I've got to ask, when people are buying homes, they go directly right to a real estate agent. We know to do that.
Right.
But why do you think people don't necessarily go to a loan officer directly and they just kind of work through their real estate agent?
I think sometimes they just think that's the way they're supposed to go, is to the real estate agent.
Yeah.
They don't know any better. They don't know who to go to get a loan sometimes, maybe. But really the first stop should be the lender.
Okay. Okay.
To know what they qualify for, to know what their payment's going to be that they could afford, to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe their credit's not good, maybe their credit's wonderful, maybe they qualify more than what they, you know, that.
Yeah, so you need to know all that information first, John. Before, nowadays, you can't even make an offer before you are pre-approved, correct?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. Most realtors that you go, you know, everybody wants to see the home that they want. And so that's why I think a lot of people just start with looking at the house first, because you're excited about buying a home. It's maybe the place is going to be where your family's going to live. But they really need to know, you know, do they qualify for that home? What's the payment going to be? What's it going to cost me to get into the home? And the agents that are there are going to ask them usually first thing, have you already been pre-qualified? Have you talked to a lender yet?
Yeah,
so
we need our little dose of reality before we go open houses, hitting all these open houses. Okay, so why work then with Country Club Mortgage? Because we want to know kind of what sets you apart from other offices.
A few things is, one, we're local, so that's important to work with a local agency because we know how to work with Fresno and Clovis. what happens in our area, because there's some things are just for our area that happens versus some things might happen differently in San Francisco. Just the way the process works. Not really buying the house, getting the loan done.
Yes.
And so things might be different, so that's why I use local. Another reason why is we have a wonderful underwriter who sits in our office.
We do.
And I worked for a few companies previously, never had this ability before, so this is why it's great. I usually get a response from her within 5 to 10 minutes of any question I have.
Okay, so John, explain to us what that means when you have an underwriter on your side there in the office.
The underwriter is the person that approves a loan. So when a client comes in to talk with us, you know, they will listen to, or we'll listen to what their goals are, what they have in mind, and what they want to accomplish, analyze their information, look at their credit and everything, and tell them what they can be approved for. But in some circumstances, questions may come up that aren't quite so cut and dried. And maybe it's going to take an opinion or somebody that's had this experience before to tell this person, well, yeah, we can do that, or we can do it if you do this or that or whatever. So oftentimes loan officers will go to the underwriter and say, hey, clarify this for me, this question came up. What do you think about this scenario? Can we approve and move forward with this? And having somebody right there, I mean, literally, I walk out my door and it's the door right next door. So it's very quick, very reliable. I mean, the underwriting we have is top notch. The loan officers we have bring a lot of years of experience with them. We have loan officers that speak Spanish, Hmong, you know, English, of course.
Wow. Well, that's good. That's really good to know, because when people are looking to buy a house, they kind of want the process to go fast. You know, that's kind of what we just are antsy to get into our homes. But a lot of people don't necessarily have big down payments, or they don't know about these first-time home buyer programs, and that's something that you can educate home buyers on, correct?
We have a variety of them, and sometimes the first-time home buyer programs are for, the down payment assistance programs are just for first-time home buyers. But we have one that's not just for first-time home buyers. Anyone could use it, which is great. It's not the best one, so I usually go to the other one. But if you're not a first-time home buyer and you don't have the funds, and you could use that, so we have programs for almost everyone.
So there's really, I mean, I say this all the time, but I see some people paying rent for an apartment where they could actually be paying that as a mortgage on a
Right.
home, right?
That's right.
So what stops people from buying then a home?
You
Is it
know-
the down payment?
Well, it can be.
Okay.
I think with a lot of folks, myself included, on my first home, there was just an initial fear. You know, it was like, can you really own a home? A lot of people have that hurdle that they have to deal with. That I don't know if it's the responsibility of it all or navigating the process of it all, but I think a lot of people do have reservations or hesitations about whether they can actually do it or not.
Yeah. And I think that's why it's so important to have a loan officer that's helping you through the process and kind of encouraging you and telling you what's out there, what options you have in order to make your dream of owning a home come true. So please call Country Club Mortgage. There's that address on your screen, and the phone number is right there as well, 475-0057. Plenty of loan officers and managers to help you in your home buying process. I sure appreciate you all being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
very much.
All right,
We
taking the
appreciate it.
fear out of buying a home. I love it. Thanks so
There you
much.
go.
Thanks.
Coming up, are you ready to say no to incontinence? Well, we're learning about a breakthrough treatment available at Riolo Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery that'll have you saying bye-bye to all of those issues. That's coming up next.